Wouldn't you say that the divorce rate's going down because people aren't getting married as much?
So think about it like this. Let's talk about divorce rate is by percentage. So let's do some numbers because you seem like a very analytical girl, logical girl. Let's talk about some numbers.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
if the system of marriage is broken, right,
Mhm.
and 1,000 people get married.
Oh, I see. The rate would still be. I see. I
Okay,
see.
so
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do it for the people, right?
Uh-huh.
Remember,
Yeah,
the red pill argument is the system is broken.
Uh-huh.
So that means anyone who engages in this institution,
Uh-huh.
whether or not you do it, it's broken. It's not going to work. It's going to lead to a 50% divorce rate. So if 1,000 people get married, therefore it should be 50% divorce rate. But then if 900 people get divorced, and 10 years later, instead of the 1,000 10 years ago, now 900 people get married, and that divorce rate is 40, not 50 where it was before. The question that must be asked is, these 100 people, why did that number change? If the system was broken, then therefore, whether it's 1,000, 900, 800, 1,200, 1,100, it should be the same thing. But if the number went down, but then the divorce rate decreased by percentage, why did it go down? Who was not getting married? And how were they contributing to the increase of divorce rates in the past? And that's why I said the numbers will tell you a story. And if you don't know the full story, you don't know how the number is relevant to the lives of everyday people. And that's what I'm passionate about. I want to keep on saying it. A lot of the red pill arguments are true. A lot of them are true, mixed with a whole lot of lies. And we have to be honest, there is an ideological bent and there is a for-profit bent for the ideologies. But if we're simply going to stop there and not do a deep dive in analyzing the study, if we don't sit down and analyze every single statistic number and juxtapose it with the leading experts in the world who are also studying these things, we don't have a full, complete message to share to men and women for the benefit of society. Because to me, if we're genuinely saying that the red pill message is the truth, if it is indeed the truth or an attempt to convey the truth should only make society better. It should only make men better. It should only make women better. It should only create a better world for us. And so to me, when I see an ideology, when I see a praxicology, whatever the heck they're calling it nowadays, when I see a worldview and I'm looking at it, I'm analyzing it, and I'm understanding it, and I'm seeing all people who are leaders in it, and I'm seeing the inconsistencies in what they say and what they do, I'm saying that there's a deeper conversation with the numbers and there's a deeper conversation with this type of information that is not being discussed. And I'm glad we're doing it right now.
To me, it's like if it goes from 50% to 40%, who cares?
Mm-mm.
That's right.
Don't do that. Don't do that, though.
Let me.
Go ahead.
Because to me, people aren't getting together. They looked at the getting married rate is lower than it's ever been. So it's like to me, it's just like men are getting a bad deal today. And they're signing a contract where women are paid to leave and take the kids. And to me, that's just, and especially in the UK, like I live in London, like girls, like your child support's literally dependent on how much you have the kids. So you're literally paid to take the kids away.
Okay.
So like to me, it's just like a bad deal. And even if you sign a contract and it's a 40% versus 50%, that's still not great.
You first and foremost, let's not be deceptive, right?
Okay.
You cannot.
I'm not being deceptive.
If you understand statistics, you cannot say a 10% decrease in the likelihood of something happening isn't a big deal. If there was a drug or if there was a disease, and we say, you know what, the disease has a 50%. Let me finish. You told me not to cut you off. I'm not gonna cut you off.
Okay.
Because I understand what you're trying to do right now. I was under the impression of this was to be a certain kind of conversation, but I'm getting what you're doing right now. So if you want to make the conversation the way you want to make this conversation, it's no problem. So like I was saying,
the way I want to make the conversation,
like I was saying, if there was a disease and the disease had a 50% fatality rate, and then all of a sudden 10 years later, even if the amount of people with the disease went down by 2%, 3%, 4%, whatever numbers you want to give, but then all of a sudden that disease has a 40% fatality rate. The fatality rate went down 10%. What we ask ourselves is, yo, how did that happen? No one says, 50%, 40%, no big deal, so everything's the same thing. No, you're going to be like, wow, it's still high than we would like it to be, but it's a lot better than the way it was before. So what can we learn from that? What can we improve on that? How can we make that better? And so to me, going back to the ideology, my biggest thing is I'm all about how can we make the world a better place? And simply saying Simply saying
Mhm.
that 50%, 40%, that there's no big difference.
Uh-huh.
It's deceitful. I mean,
Mhm.
deceitful.
Uh-huh.
It is not communicating what's really going on.
Mhm.
And so I think it's really cool. And I kind of now a lot of things are making more sense.
Mhm.
But if we're gonna have a real conversation
Mhm.
about men and women in today's society and marriage in today's society,
Mhm.
we have to get into specific details every single point of the conversation and understand the
Mhm.
nuance to each issue.
Mhm.
So if you want to get into
Mhm.
men getting a bad deal in marriage,
Mhm.
we can talk about
Mhm.
that specific issue. But I
Mhm.
think sometimes it's very easy to be able to stay in
Mhm.
our echo chambers, in our
Mhm.
silos, and share these ideas
Mhm.
without having them fleshed out that somebody can give us some pushback.
But I just think, like, you're missing the point. Like, the point is that the laws don't favor men today. Like, the point is it 50% or 40%? That's not the point. The point is that, like, right now, it's a contract that women are paid to leave. And so if that's the way the laws are set up, I understand why men are walking away. Like, I understand why they wouldn't push marriage.
So here's the deal.
Mhm.
So let's play your game. I love to play your game.
I'm
What
not I'm not trying to, like.
it's not. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay,
I'm playing. I'm having fun. Don't
okay,
worry. You're a content
okay,
creator. We're having
okay,
fun.
okay,
We're
okay,
having
okay,
fun. Come on.
okay,
Are we
okay.
good?
Yeah, yeah, we're good,
Okay,
we're
we're having
good, we're good,
fun. I mean,
okay, okay.
game is just a word.
Okay,
Okay, we're having
okay.
fun. Guys, we're having fun. This is
Uh-huh.
content. We have likes. We have people here. We're having a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Don't take anything
Okay,
personal.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sometimes the pepper soup might be too spicy.
Uh-huh.
We're just having
No,
fun here. Okay,
I know, go
we're having
ahead,
fun.
go ahead.
Cool. So let's play your game.
Okay.
Let's say the system is all the way effed up.
Yeah.
Men are getting screwed left and right. What do we do now?
I think you changed the laws. Like, honestly, I'd like to run for an office someday. I'd like to actually try to change the laws.
I love what you just said.
Yeah.
I love what you just said. My question to you, you're
Uh-huh.
very smart. When we said we should change the laws,
Yeah.
how many people are getting into law? How many people are doing content to be able to change the laws, or
Mhm.
versus how many people are doing content simply complaining about the laws? In your personal opinion, all feelings, no facts. Shout out to Andrew Schultz.
What percent of people are actually trying to change the laws?
Versus people complaining about the laws. All
Um,
feelings, no facts. No, there's no
all
analytic.
feelings.
There's
No,
no logical
I
data for
know, I
this.
know. Are there? I don't know. I've met a lot of men's rights activists. They actually have a really. Have you ever talked to that community at all?
Yeah, of course. I've seen the Red Pill
Like,
documentary. I'm
no,
familiar
no,
with.
not even that. Like, they have whole groups. I don't know. Like, that's
You
my.
couldn't take. You're a smart woman. You have
Mhm.
no educated guess in the world.
I don't think you're gonna like my answer.
It's
And
not.
that's
It's no.
no,
It's
no, no.
feelings,
I know,
no
I know, I know,
facts.
I know, I know.
How
I
can I
said
not like your
like
feelings?
I feel like there really aren't that many content creators in the red pill space. Like, I think it's a generally small space on YouTube. So if I had to guess, there's probably more lawyers trying to change the laws.
Okay.
As many of you know, I was just banned on TikTok, and we are demonetized on a daily basis on this platform. If you want to help, please consider sending a super thanks below. Every donation helps, and it helps make what we do possible.